Welcome back to CBS Mornings. We have a big update today in the case of a man who has spent decades arguing he's been wrongly imprisoned. After more than 44 years, Vincent Simmons is now a free man. Yesterday, a judge ruled he had not received a fair trial back in 1977 when he was convicted of attempted aggravated rape. The decision is partly based on evidence that's been available for years. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, recently sat down with Simmons' accusers, twins who were 14 years old back in 1977. Now he has spoken to Simmons. And David joins us from Angola, Louisiana. David, good morning. What incredible reporting.
Vlad, good morning to you. Hello, everyone. Listen, Vincent served 44 years here at Louisiana State Penitentiary, but he was supposed to serve 100. That was the sentence. For the last 30 or so years, he kept trying to tell judges, I didn't get a fair trial, and here's the information, and they just dismissed him left and right. Get out of here, get out of here. But yesterday, there was a judge who said to him, I believe that you did not get a fair trial. In fact, that judge's daddy, nearly 30 years ago, dismissed Vincent's attempt. But this judge said, your rights were denied, they were violated, and you get a fair trial. And we were there for all of it.
Vincent Simmons! Time to let him go, y'all! Vincent Simmons!
When the shackled Vincent Simmons arrived at the Avoyelles Parish Courthouse in a prison van, he was carrying a Bible. When his accusers, Karen and Sharon Sanders, the twins that he was convicted of sexually assaulting when they were 14 years old, walked to the courthouse, they paused to pray. Simmons had been in prison for 44 years and tried for most of that time to get his conviction overturned. You've done this 16 times, at least.
Yes.
So this would be 17.
Yes.
You think this will be the time?
Yes, sir.
We walked alongside Simmons as he was about to face a judge who had recently examined information that was available in 1977, but it was not presented at his trial. That was information that he and his attorneys believed may have changed his conviction for attempted aggravated rape. It took less than an hour for Judge Billy Bennett to say that there had been a lapse in Louisiana justice in 1977.
You free, brother. You free. Free, you free. Done.
And that Vincent Simmons deserves a new trial. And that is when the shackles came off of his feet. The district attorney said he will not retry Simmons.
So happy to see you.
His accusers, Sharon and Karen Sanders, now 59 years old, decided to stand down.
He went in guilty. He's guilty now. And guess what? He will die guilty.
You ready?
So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I got 44 years.
All right.
Let's go.
What was that moment like for you when you realized that what the judge said meant
Wow.
you were a free man?
Yeah. It dawned on me. This is it. You know? Man, we've been waiting all these years for this.
You'll turn 70 on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Did you think you would die in prison?
Yes. And I had visions of the prison gates opening up. And I'm walking through them.
Are you mad at anyone?
No, I'm not mad.
So you're not mad at the women?
No. I'm not mad at them. I mean that. When I told them I forgive them, that's what I mean. Forgiveness.
The judge said several times on the bench, I do not know whether Mr. Simmons is innocent or guilty.
Right.
Does it bother you that you walk out of here a free man, but with the suspicion by some people that you may still be guilty?
Well, I still believe that even though I'm out, just like people gonna be people. And some of them gonna say, oh, he's guilty, you know, despite the fact that they had no evidence.
But before he could be free, a remarkable thing happened. Louisiana prison officials required that the shackles go back on so he could go back to prison to be processed.
I'm just telling you, he's a free man.
And though his lawyer pushed back,
You can't be in jail tonight like that. That's not like that would not be a good thing.
The victory!
he would load up again and travel another 2 hours back to Louisiana State Penitentiary, the largest maximum security prison in the nation, where at sunset, Vincent Simmons walked out.
Oh, yeah!
of the place he has been held in since he was 25 years old.
Hey, man, I want to... Yeah. That's our people.
The judge said on the bench yesterday, I want to be clear, I'm not telling you that Vincent Simmons is guilty or innocent. I'm just telling you he deserves a new trial. When the district attorney stood up almost immediately and said, Judge, we're not going to retry him, that meant the charges at that moment were dropped. When Vincent walked out of here last night, he said he wanted a crawfish dinner. So he got it. What's next for him? He says he wants to leave Louisiana and start again somewhere else.
Wow. Well, David, we can certainly understand that. Congratulations to you and your team for a lot of hard work here. There were a lot of people involved working on this case for a lot of years to bring Vincent Simmons into the outside world as a free man. You mentioned he's free but not exonerated. So I do have a question. First of all, who met him there? He was hugging two ladies, and there were some cheers. I'm curious who was there. And also, is there any hope of restitution for the 44 years he paid for a crime he says he didn't commit?
His sisters and his attorney met him here, and there is hope, but it's going to be hard. The DA said he would essentially have to go to what is a trial and convince a judge that he can prove his innocence. Proving that he's innocent may be difficult, but when you say that he had a lot of help, Tony, it's important to note, every attorney who helped him was simply using the information that Vincent had obtained himself. Nobody believed Vincent when he stood up in front of a judge by himself. But he kept trying, and was expecting to die here in prison. But instead, after 44 years, he won.
And the tragedy is, David, there are so many more Vincent Simmons out there. David, we thank you so much for this incredible gift that you've given to the Simmons family and to CBS News.
Yeah.